Did the Siena Saints, a team often overshadowed by collegiate basketball giants, truly manage to dethrone the Duke Blue Devils in a March Madness clash that defied all expectations? The answer, for those who witnessed the electrifying contest, is a resounding yes. This particular matchup delivered a narrative twist that will be replayed and discussed for years. The stakes were immense. For Duke, a program steeped in championship tradition, it was about maintaining their formidable legacy and advancing deeper into the bracket. For Siena, it was an opportunity to carve out their own piece of history, to prove that heart and strategic execution could overcome a significant talent disparity. This wasn't just another game. It was a crucible where reputations were forged and shattered, where the dreams of an entire season hung precariously on every possession. The atmosphere was electric, a palpable tension filling the arena as the underdog prepared to challenge the Titan. Every dribble, pass, and shot carried the weight of expectation, not just from the fans, but from millions watching nationwide, hoping for the improbable. The stage was set for a classic, a David versus Goliath story that promised either a reaffirmation of power or a stunning upset that would send shockwaves through the entire tournament. Siena arrived not just to compete, but to conquer, bringing an intensity Duke would soon discover was far more potent than any pre-game analysis could predict. The initial moments of the game immediately signaled this would be no ordinary contest. Siena came out with an aggressive defense and a fearless offensive attack, catching Duke off guard and setting a tone of fierce competition. The early lead established by the Saints wasn't just points, it was a statement of intent, a declaration they were here to play and to win. This unexpected start immediately shifted the dynamic, forcing Duke to react rather than dictate, a position they are rarely accustomed to in tournament play. The crowd, initially buzzing with anticipation for a Duke rout, quickly found themselves on the edge of their seats, sensing the potential for something truly special. The energy in the arena became a living entity, fueling Siena's audacious challenge and adding another layer of pressure to Duke's shoulders. The early exchanges were a masterclass in underdog spirit, demonstrating that belief, combined with disciplined execution, can indeed rattle a Blue Devil. Duke University's basketball program is synonymous with excellence, a perennial powerhouse that consistently attracts top-tier talent and boasts a trophy cabinet overflowing with national championships. Under the guidance of John Shire, the Blue Devils enter every March Madness as a formidable contender, often projected to make deep runs. Their roster, typically brimming with future NBA stars like Cameron Boozer, represents the pinnacle of collegiate athleticism and skill. On the other side stood Siena College, a program from Loudonville, New York, with a proud but less decorated history. The Saints, while respected in their own conference, rarely find themselves in the national spotlight, especially not against a team of Duke's caliber on college basketball's grandest stage. The disparity in resources, recruiting power, and historical success between these two institutions is vast, creating a natural tension that permeated the pregame narrative. Analysts universally favored Duke, with many predicting a comfortable victory, a mere formality before the Blue Devils moved on. This widespread expectation, however, only served to fuel Siena's resolve. They understood the narrative, embraced their role as the underdog, and channeled the collective energy into a singular focus, proving everyone wrong. The tension wasn't just about the score, it was about the clash of two fundamentally different basketball philosophies and institutional identities. For Duke, the pressure was to live up to their name, to perform with the precision and dominance expected of them. For Siena, the pressure was to simply compete, to show that their journey to the tournament was not a fluke, and that their presence was earned. This underlying tension created a fascinating dynamic, transforming a seemingly lopsided matchup into a compelling human drama. The question lingered. Could Siena maintain their early momentum, or would Duke's pedigree eventually assert itself, grinding down the Saints' spirited challenge? The early lead Siena established was a testament to their preparation and belief, but the true test would be sustaining that intensity against a team designed to absorb punches and deliver devastating counter blows. The crowd held its breath, knowing that every possession would be critical in determining whether this Cinderella story had legs, or if it was merely a fleeting dream against a waking giant. The strategic chess match between coaches began to unfold, with each timeout and substitution carrying significant weight, as both sides sought to gain a psychological and tactical edge. As the game progressed, Siena's strategy became clear: relentless defense, disciplined offense, and an unwavering belief in their system. They weren't just trying to keep pace, they were dictating the tempo, forcing Duke into uncomfortable positions and disrupting their typically fluid offensive sets. Key players for Siena, whose names might not be household staples, stepped up with career-defining performances. Their guards, demonstrating exceptional ball handling and court vision, consistently broke down Duke's perimeter defense, creating open looks and drawing fouls. Inside, Siena's forwards battled fiercely for rebounds, denying Duke crucial second-chance opportunities and protecting their own basket with surprising tenacity. This wasn't a fluke, it was a testament to meticulous preparation and a coaching staff that had clearly identified Duke's vulnerabilities. Every time Duke threatened to go on a run, Siena responded with a clutch three-pointer, a critical steal, or a perfectly executed fast break. The momentum swung back and forth, but Siena consistently found ways to regain control, showcasing a mental toughness that belied their underdog status. The crowd, initially divided, slowly began to rally behind the Saints, sensing the potential for a monumental upset. Chants of "Siena, Siena" echoed through the arena, adding another layer of pressure on the Blue Devils. The Saints' ability to maintain their composure under such intense scrutiny was remarkable. They played with a collective swagger, a quiet confidence that grew with each successful possession. Their bench erupted with every big play, their energy infectious, spreading through the team and into the stands. This segment of the game was a masterclass in how an underdog can leverage its strengths and exploit an opponent's weaknesses, turning perceived disadvantages into strategic advantages. They didn't try to be Duke. They simply focused on being the best Siena they could be, and in doing so, they began to unravel the Blue Devils' carefully constructed game plan. The narrative shifted from, "Can they hang around?" to, "Can they actually win this?" The Saints were not just surviving, they were thriving, executing their game plan with precision and passion, proving that the heart of a champion isn't exclusive to the top-ranked teams. Duke, for their part, found themselves in an unfamiliar and increasingly frustrating position. Their star players, accustomed to dominating opponents, struggled to find their rhythm against Siena's suffocating defense. Shots that normally fell with ease rimmed out, passes were deflected, and turnovers began to mount at critical junctures. Coach John Shire, known for his tactical acumen, tried various adjustments, rotating players and experimenting with different defensive schemes, but Siena seemed to have an answer for every move. The Blue Devils' frustration was palpable. Body language began to betray the immense pressure they were under. Foul trouble became an issue for some of Duke's key contributors, forcing them to play cautiously or sit on the bench for extended periods, further disrupting their flow. The roar of the crowd, once a source of intimidation for opposing teams, now seemed to amplify Duke's struggles. Each Siena basket met with a louder cheer. This wasn't the dominant Duke performance that fans and analysts had come to expect. Instead, it was a team grappling with unexpected adversity, facing an opponent that refused to back down. The Blue Devils attempted to assert their physical dominance, driving to the basket with force, but Siena's interior defense held firm, contesting every shot and limiting easy opportunities. The game became a grind, a testament to Siena's ability to turn it into a street fight rather than a polished exhibition of Duke's talent. The strategic battle intensified, with every possession feeling like a minigame in itself. Duke's attempts to create separation were consistently thwarted, their offensive sets often collapsing under the weight of Siena's defensive pressure. The Blue Devils, a team built on precision and execution, found themselves forced into uncharacteristic mistakes, their usual composure replaced by a growing sense of urgency. The question wasn't just how Siena was doing it, but why Duke couldn't stop it. This segment of the game highlighted the mental fortitude required in March Madness, where talent alone is often not enough to guarantee victory against a determined and well-coached underdog. As the final minutes ticked away, the tension in the arena reached a fever pitch. Every possession was critical, every foul call scrutinized. Siena, with a narrow lead, continued to execute their game plan, making crucial free throws and securing vital rebounds. Duke, in a desperate attempt to salvage their tournament hopes, launched a furious comeback, hitting contested shots and forcing turnovers. The Blue Devils showcased their championship pedigree in these moments, refusing to yield without a fight. However, Siena's resilience proved to be the defining factor. With seconds left on the clock, a final defensive stand, a blocked shot, or a perfectly timed steal sealed their improbable victory. The buzzer sounded, and the arena erupted in a cacophony of cheers and disbelief. Siena College had done the unthinkable. They had defeated the Duke Blue Devils in March Madness. The payoff for Siena was immediate and profound. A place in tournament history, a moment of pure, unadulterated joy for their players, coaches, and an entire community. For Duke, it was a bitter pill to swallow, an early exit that would undoubtedly lead to introspection and questions about their performance. This upset wasn't just a statistical anomaly. It was a powerful reminder of the magic of March Madness, where any team, on any given day, can rise to the occasion and defy the odds. It underscored the notion that passion, teamwork, and strategic brilliance can sometimes trump raw talent and historical prestige. The implications for the rest of the tournament were significant, blowing open a section of the bracket and creating new possibilities for other contenders. Siena's victory will be remembered as one of the tournament's most iconic upsets, a testament to the enduring spirit of the underdog. What does this mean for the Saints moving forward, and how will Duke respond to such an unexpected setback? The answers will unfold as March Madness continues its thrilling narrative. If you want to stay updated on all the latest upsets and deep dives into college basketball's biggest stories, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell.